How dare they?
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
It's so
Another
painful.
irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending.
So I'm going to pause for a moment and see where
Yeah.
I'm at mentally. Right now, it seems that Kane's death might have been a fake.
Might have been.
They had 18 minutes to fucking swap around and then put anything there. And then if they, met...
And there have never been any sneaky swaps in this game. So
Never.
that couldn't have happened.
So then if her and... I'm taking it at face value that their bracelets are not what they say, and that implies to me that they had something to do with the game. They could both be Zero. They met up, decided to get revenge, whatever. However, that wouldn't account for why this game has to exist.
Yep, that wouldn't account for the motive. Right? Yeah.
And, I believe that if that happened, they'd want to get revenge. And maybe want to do it in this fucked up way. But not with, random other... Well, not random. Not with other people.
I was going to say, there's only one rando here. And it's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a good question.
I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
Well, the other question is, why didn't the
Goodbye.
incinerator... Oh, the incinerator probably
What?
starts when someone opens that door. Okay.
What? Why isn't it opening? One more time. Now open!
Open!
No!
Now is the 9
What
bracelet
is
not the
this?
9 bracelet?
What?
I mean-
Digital root should be 9!
it swap
It
out?
has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
I guess 9 could have
Now!
been 6 upside down.
That
doesn't explain the 3 door.
It would have had been swapped out, though.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Also, I appreciate that Seven's a cop, right? Or ex-detective or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
That
think I
was
said it
close.
the very first episode,
Too
very
close.
first time I saw
Don't
him.
mention it.
Because of his, overalls, he looks like a fisherman.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
And either way, I believe either a cop / ex-cop or a person who works a fishing boat
After
could
what he
deck
did
this
9
guy.
years ago,
Oh,
I
yeah.
ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out,
me.
dumbass.
Oh.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait.
I don't think you did that.
Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then.
To be fair, he definitely killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Niji Saki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing.
I was thinking for a moment. I thought for a moment. It's like, wait, would he not have seen Snake just now? And then right, face blindness. He doesn't know who the fuck he is.
You used Kubota as a
Yeah.
test.
He's
You
a guy
wanted
in
to
a
know
weird
how
cult, bro.
serious this
Yeah.
Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However,
For some reason.
because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not. Why? How did?
I'll get to
I
that.
agree. Why was he dressed like Snake?
Anyway,
we still
you
haven't
thought
gotten
he
to
was
that part.
Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say?
Hold
Snake
right there.
is still alive?
They put a bomb in Nijisaki?
I could totally buy that was because this is all some elaborate revenge.
Okay, but like, I mean, yeah, it looks like he was sedated and,
Yeah.
but like, where were they keeping him?
That's what I don't know. Where were they keeping him? Was the plan to drug him and then make him reinstall the Reds? Or reinstall the missing parts on the Reds?
Also,
Sorry
that
to
was super
disappoint
weird,
you,
right?
But I'm as good as new.
What?
That they took the whole deal with the hospital room and the Reds not working.
Yeah. If it was part of the plan to get everybody to split up, it makes some sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
No.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Where's your punctuation
I handed
sentence?
it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course, you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's
They
quarters.
could have just killed the guy.
Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it.
And given that he was wearing a captain's outfit
You
instead of
picked
his
up
normal
that
suit,
axe
Yep.
and
You've been
buried
like,
the
"Hey,
blade
that
deep
guy's
in
Zero."
the other man's chest.
The captain of this ship?
One
Yeah.
blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera
okay.
will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
explains why the camera was there.
Simply look
does
into the
explain the
camera,
camera.
and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
When I
Okay, you wouldn't even
awoke
have to
in
think
that
he was
room
Zero.
on D-Day,
He'd just be
Yeah.
like, you also know.
I found
Yep.
that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Everything you wanted me to
By
do.
manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
No,
Huh?
the scans.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure,
Ah.
I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Well,
Did you?
What?
Oh no.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What
all
was
the
the
psychic
Nonary
data
project?
entering your mind.
I'm sure
Oh,
you know
no.
already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory.
Oh no, the internet.
Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information?
Oh no, quantum entanglement.
That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake.
No, that
Akane
is
was a
true.
transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
Okay. You knew because I knew Junpei was receiving information that I sent him through the morphic field set. Simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine the river that splits in 2. Yeah. Yeah. River flows in one direction. Information flows in one direction. Yeah. Information can't flow from A to B unless... Yeah. Oh, from the future. Okay. Goodbye! Oh my god.
Stop.
It never ends.
We're approaching.
Not.
We're approaching Death Stranding.
Perhaps you could say I'm less than 0. You could say you're I, an imaginary number. And yours I will be 0. So are you receiving information from Child Akane?
Santa!
And June is missing.
Freeze.
And Santa has the gun again. Yep.
Get up.
Santa's gonna shoot him in the head.
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
Didn't
What
I
is he
tell you?
thinking?
I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to
Okay.
go make a wish come true.
Where did the voice acting go? Oh,
Yeah. Now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck here. They're looking at me. Seven's fine. He was released from the psychic overload. Let's try.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There
Yeah.
can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
We can
No,
start
you can't be
incinerating
serious.
us so that we can.
where did Junpei's voice go?
I don't know. There's the red. All right, we do this. I just gotta. That's not gonna work. 5 of us can't open this door.
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Okay, do some quick math. She's doing math. She's writing. No need to be
What the
ripping
hell are you
pages
doing,
out like
Clover?
that.
Give me that!
No, I need to do math. Yep. Okay.
What?
And there's no other way?
It's
It's
okay.
just too cruel.
Go.
So this mirrors
Lotus.
what happened last time. One person left behind.
Come on, you know
Uh-huh.
we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Where'd that come from?
Without-
Expect as much as I did. My only reasoning is that these are all inside thoughts, but like, why isn't he
If
speaking?
you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
Did the voice actor have a sore throat?
Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Because you
Nice
do so
save.
many
I'm
crimes.
just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you
Ah,
either.
maybe they were
Me
inside
too.
thoughts.
You
Eh.
didn't honestly
guess-
think I'd
I guess he
abandon you,
didn't-
did you?
Have his name card over the text
Yeah.
box.
It was just weird that there was the decision to make them inside
You're all
thoughts.
Yeah.
idiots.
For that long, too.
See, that one too.
That
yeah.
being said, however,
Yeah.
Or
However-
maybe.
I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Okay.
Huh?
We're assuming
Why?
that it just
I
doesn't work
trust
because
you
of
remember
Ace
what
tried.
happened to Ace. I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
What if it's 8?
To stand on your head.
Just to see.
Everyone's can.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Okay.
Lotus scan
right.
too.
It ain't opening.
But it did
Would it
open
be that
9
simple,
years ago.
though?
The digital root was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Walls are too high. Can't go through the porthole. All we can do is stand here. Hang out. Hang out in front of this door. Ooh, Akane vision.
Akane vision.
Oh. I was watching. I watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smelled his touch. Felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All his feelings and worries became fear, and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of it. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. Bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonance melted into him and became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. I did notice that she was wearing the flag bracelet. Like child Akane.
Yeah.
I didn't lose myself. I was living 2 realities at once. One was present, the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Gonna sneeze real quick. Okay. That was my brother. Oh, he was yelling. I followed him. There were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
Ran down a long straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. One was arguing. 2 boys got in a fist fight. A girl started crying. No, don't slap the crying girl. Starting to fall apart. When hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He's blind. 9 years later,
Hello,
Snake.
everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He's older than most of us, and his voice had authority. If I sat down,
I
we
have
gather
a
around
little
him.
sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
That's not her name. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. Some 4-leaf
I
clovers.
was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Every single
For their
one.
sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember.
There are 3
We
things
need
for these
trust
4-leaf
and
clovers.
love, and we have to have faith in one another.
I know they added a 4th
If we can
later,
take
but this
all
is just
3 of those
strange.
to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
There we go.
Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
Give us clover, I took one too. Eventually, he was left only a single 4-leaf clover.
Now
one
don't
less thing
ever
to say.
forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before had gone. Calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we found the 9. In fact, there were 2. We found them in the chapel. Split into 2 groups and walked through the doors.